Here we are with Oscar. He's been here since August 8th. And if you've looked at the other videos, you'll see that he was extremely shy. He was terrified of me, of everything. A brief history, he was found in a feral colony down in southwest Virginia, close to the North Carolina border. He came to me on August 8th. He spent weeks hiding in his cage, in his litter box, in his tent bed, and I worked a lot with him. With the blessing of my vet, I put him on Prozac to help him overcome things. And if you look from his first video to now, you'll see he's made a remarkable turnaround. It is now, today is September 29th. He is completely off the Prozac. He greets people when they walk into the room. I can walk up to him and pet him and love on him. He loves to be loved. He loves to sit on my lap. He loves to be held like a baby, and he'll make a lot of air biscuits, or he'll knead on my boobies. He is just the sweetest, sweetest boy. The only restrictions I put are, see, he's following me. He's had a couple of people that really wanted him, and unfortunately, one had an alpha cat, and he's terrified of a cat that's going to get right into his face, and not back off if he hisses at them. He practically climbed the wall when I had one of those here. So I would say no alpha cats, no dogs, and that's about the only restrictions. I would think a quiet home. He probably would not do well with kids that are running around, little kids. Teenagers, maybe. But because he loves so much attention, he'd be really a nice cat for somebody who's retired and wants a buddy. Now I'm going to walk around a little bit and I'll show you. He stays under my feet. And that's the reason why the other adopter that was so interested in him couldn't take him, because she had a 90-year-old woman, a mother, living with her. And he rubs on my feet. He's already flopped over on my feet at times when he thinks I'm ignoring him. He just wants attention. He has no teeth. They were all pulled before he got here. Apparently he had stomatitis really very bad. But he eats a half a can of Friskies pate twice a day with no trouble. And I would say the only negative about him is when you hold him on your lap to love on him and pet him, you better have a towel with you, because he drools. He just is such a happy boy, he drools on you. And he can get you kind of wet. But he has front claws, and I haven't seen him try and scratch anything but the scratching post. As you can see, this is one of my cats who lives down here because he's a bad boy and doesn't always use his litter box. And he doesn't like other cats, but he's hissed at Oscar, and he doesn't look to be friends. But you can see they can be looking straight at each other and there's no problem. And he's doing okay with the other girl that I have here. I don't know where she went right now. No, she's in her cage yet. That's Jamie. She's another cat that would rather stay to herself and not be bothered with the other cats. Now this guy does like kittens. I got a couple of new kittens in here yesterday, and they're over here. And he has been climbing up, and you can see it's kind of weakened out. I do this when I first have animals when they're in isolation, just to make sure if they're going to get sick, they're not going to spread it to anybody else. But these kittens are healthy. But anyway, he was very interested in those kittens. Come here, Oscar. I'm going to sit down, and he's going to come. If I call him, he'll probably come over. Come on, Oscar. There he comes. There's my boy. I just love this cat. And sometimes I bring cats upstairs into my house if I think they're going to be here a while, and I let them kind of live upstairs until they get adopted. But I'm hesitant to do so with him because I have one cat, though he's not an alpha, he can be a butt sometimes. And he likes to aggravate the other cats every once in a while when he gets in his moods. And I don't want him scaring Oscar, because as you can see, this is one sweet kitty. Look at him. He is a little cross-eyed. He had blood work. Everything is good. He's a healthy cat. His coat is getting better and better. He gets L-lysine every day to help his immune system. Hey, sweetheart. He's a good boy. So he has come a long way. I've had visitors in here. The first day my neighbor came in, he was a little scared of him, and he ran into his cage. And my neighbor put his hand in there and petted him. And then he did come out. Now, the next day when he came back, because he was helping me do something here, Oscar went right over to him and started rubbing on him like he does with me, see? And he wanted to be petted. So, though he's a bit shy, he warms up quickly as soon as he feels comfortable. It may take him a little bit longer in a new environment. I mean, he's comfortable in this room, so it may take him a little bit longer. But I think once he's comfortable in his new home, he's going to be as sweet and loving with his new people as he is here. Like I said, he's 10 years old, and he really is so sweet, and he deserves a really nice home for the rest of his days, which for a Siamese cat, he could have another 10 years in him. So please consider this boy. He is so sweet.